What's up guys, it's K with 3D Technology. So for today's episode we're going to be going over another feature in Fusion360. Fusion360, if you don't know, is a somewhat free design software. You can either get like a student trial version or you can get a more professional version. But anyways, I'm going to go over a feature in this software. This software allows you to design 3D printable objects or do CAD sketches or just design 3D modern stuff. And the feature we're going to be going over is animation. So in Fusion360 there's a menu at the top that has, I believe, 4 different tabs: design, animate, render, and something else. But we're going to focus on the animation tab. So recently I've tried design stuff in Fusion360 and didn't quite know how to animate stuff, and it's basically where you get 2 or more parts. Say a hinge that's made up of 2 parts. You can put both pieces together in the same sketch space, and in the animation tab you should be able to open and close the hinge to show tolerances, the hinge being used, and this will help you tweak the design or improve it without actually having to prototype the design first. So that's the feature we're going to be focused on. So now we're going to switch over to a screen grab of Fusion360. So we're in Fusion360 workspace and we have a screen grab of how to animate in Fusion360 pull-up. And the first step is obviously going to be to have a model or object placed in the workspace. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to explain a few things. So one, we wasn't able to post this video as we scheduled it to, because we had a issue with the hard drive and storage solution. So we briefly have that fixed for now. And the second thing I want to mention right fast is that this is going to be like a first part of a series to animate in Fusion360. Don't know if I explained that well after going through the video after we filmed it all. So this is going to be the first part. So anyways, we're going to get back to the tutorial. So you see we have an object placed already and we copy and pasted it, because you can't do animation with just one object. Well, you can, but it'd be kind of difficult to see it first. It'd be easier to show you with 2 objects. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're trying to create a component with this object. So now that we got a new component made, we can go to the Assemble menu and click Joint and select a joint on the first component. And we can select the axis of movement, and we can preview it before clicking OK. So next, after creating a joint, we got motion study. So this is a little bit more complicated to grasp at first, but you basically want to raise the line up like so. You got the angle, and then you have a slope. And this isn't really for the joint, it's more for the animation rendering process, because the 3 models are already made and the joints are already selected. So next, after the motion study, we're going to go to the render tab. You can see in the top prompt went from design to render, and I was going to be playing around with some of the stuff in here. Since this is my first time using the render tab, I'm usually just using the design tab, design objects. But I'm going through these tabs and trying to familiarize myself with some of the basic concepts of render and animation. And then that way we can put these concepts together in future episodes. So we can see we have the 2 cubes that were imported from the design tab. And so what I'm trying to do here is make like a short GIF, like a 30-second clip of the cubes rotating on the joint that we made in the design tab. So now we're moving on to another tab, the animation tab. It's similar to the design and render tabs. This tab is supposed to animate your objects for you. So if you've created a hinge or something similar to an exploded view, this is where it's supposed to happen. And like I said in the previous clip, just playing around with these tabs to start with to familiarize myself with the menu options and concepts of how to use these tabs. And later on in future episodes, we'll incorporate it into a bigger project. But we got the 2 cubes that I've been using for the rest of the video in this tab as well. And we're just going to play around and see what we can do with them. So that's going to wrap up the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If there's any other video topics or suggestions, leave a comment down below. In fact, if you want to see the video first, make sure to click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.